Local bicycle aficionados now have a place to ride through the countryside without ever leaving the city limits. The newly completed Shiloh bike trails are now ready for action in North Laredo. On Friday, January 11th, city officials, special guests, and friends gathered for a formal ribbon-cutting ceremony at the mouth of the trails located just off Shiloh on Livingston Drive, about a half-mile east of Interstate 35.
G.K. Chesterton once said that contemporary life has become dry, not for lack of wonders, but for lack of wonder. And what we see here is people with a lot of wonder, people with a lot of imagination and foresight and creativity. We really see art in the works. And one conversation I had with Bernie Chapa, he said, you know, I really enjoy when I stand before a piece of land and I start thinking in my mind, how is this trail going to go? How is it going to run? How am I going to turn it back? Or how am I going to do all these things? So there's a lot of thought that goes into the construction of these trails.
The trails consist of approximately 4.8 miles of winding single-track dirt trails for riders, joggers, and walkers of all ages to enjoy. According to Bernie Chapa, one of the people responsible for bringing the idea to city leaders,
the best part is being so close to in town or being inside the city. And when you go inside, it just seems like you're not in the city. You go inside the park and you're like, where am I? I'm far from being in town. That's probably the best experience that I could try to communicate to anybody.
A legend at the start of the bike trails gives cyclists an idea of what to expect once they begin their excursion through the meandering countryside.
Some of the cyclists have told me is that, Charlie, what happens is that when you're out there, you don't realize that you're exercising. Arturo, you mentioned you become a kid again. It's like you're a kid riding the bike again, right? That's exactly what happens.
At a glance, they can check out different paths and the challenges that await them depending on their experience. From the novice bicyclist to the pro and everything in between, these trails are just plain fun for everyone.
It's very convenient for everybody. It's a very nice piece of property where all the family can come here and practice and run and enjoy their bicycle and make it a family function as well.
These trails can deliver the amount of excitement that riders feel they can handle. There are several bridges and fast turns to make even the most experienced riders feel the exhilaration that this type of fast-moving activity provides. This newly inaugurated site shows that city leaders aren't sitting still when it comes to quality of life issues. Laredo is gearing up for a bright economic future that can only be secured with a more robust quality of life that can attract top talent into our community.
There's so many components that tie in for the development of the economy, and quality of life is clearly, without a doubt, one of them that has a direct link to the development of the economy. I'd like to end by quoting Blessed Pope John Paul II. And he said this back in 2001 in a pilgrimage to Malta. Look to the future with hope and set out with renewed vigor to make this new millennium a time of solidarity and peace, of love for life and respect for God's creation. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Councilman San Miguel's district surrounds the new Shiloh bike trails, which he says has elevated Laredo once again to a new level of excitement and fun, and more importantly, brought us closer to the new Laredo we all want and deserve.